Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without leave. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae Boys who take the lead.
Ball shot.
Greetings, football family. Welcome to BCN Sports. Happy Saturday morning to the family. Welcome to BCN Sports. Watch along after Manchester Derby. I am Benton, along with the family, the Manchester United fan over there. George, how you doing, family?
I'm being forced to do this against my will.
Junior, I think you should be quite optimistic. This is Michael Carrick, the new man in the seat over Manchester United, and a very inexperienced Manchester City backline. A new man over at Manchester United, that is, in Michael Carrick. I think I said Man City, and a very inexperienced Manchester United backline. Junior, you should feel optimistic.
I'm here so I don't get fined.
Let's get to the start. And plus, you get your players back from Afghan outside of Mazrari. So, the teams are coming out. A large crowd at the former Empire. Junior, I am excited. I am excited to see a competitive game. But in the nuts and bolts of it, I think Manchester United do have a legit chance in this football game.
The ball is round.
The ball is round. All right, let's get to the Manchester United starting 11. Lamens in goal. Martinez, Maguire, Dallo, and Shaw in the back. Kobe Menu makes his return. Casemiro in the BS with Kobe. Bruno Fernandes. Amad Diallo is back. Patrick Durku has been one of the bright spots on the former manager, Ruben Amorim. And the man himself, and Brian Mbomo did not score a goal in the AFCON. He returns. Junior, talk to me about this team.
All right, fun and joke aside, I as a Manchester United fan, I do think Man U can get something out of this game. I do think this team has, Manchester United's 11 as configured, has some serious holes. However, they do offer some things that's going to give Man City problems. Now, it just comes down to which Manchester United show up. That's it. And they have certain players that can feel hard done. Sesko has been in a rich vein of form. I know you have a new coach coming in, and all of a sudden he cannot start. You're going to start a man that's coming back from Afghan and hasn't scored a goal. But Sesko scoring a bag of goals, and what he gets for his contribution is going to the bench. Maguire hasn't played in how many weeks? And his first game back is going to be against the Viking. Okay. All right.
There are levels to this, Junior.
Yeah, there's levels to I was going to say SH word, but there's levels to doo-doo. You have horse, you have cow, and you have human. One can be used as manure, and one you have to flush down the toilet. Which level are we talking about, sir? You have Dargu, who is a left back, starting at left wing for Manchester United, but you spend all this money for Cunha, and Cunha can't get a game. But like you said, there's levels.
There are levels to this. All right, Man City started 11 over there. Let's go. Donnarumma in goal. Ake, Alane, Kusanov, and Lewis in the back. Might revert to a back three. We have seen Rico Lewis go in the midfield a lot during some of his time minutes on the field. Rodri at the base. Foden and Bernardo Silva behind Haaland. Silva does fluctuate or move around a bit. You have Doku out left. The man himself, the big impact transfer so far for City. Antoine Semenyo out right. And your baller, your general, even though you're a Man United fan, the Viking, Erling Haaland leads the line. Talk to me, John.
My wife just texted me and said, I am screaming at 7:30 in the morning. That's how pissed off I am.
And again, Junior, I said, Manchester United fans, let your heart not be troubled. As we have kickoff. Junior, but your assessment of the City fan here at the City starting 11.
This City team can be had.
Yes.
look at the central defenders. Now we see why Guehi was bought. Because my gosh, and Nathan Aki playing left back.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
so he's
they can
going
be high.
reverted to our back trees. So
Yep.
Semenyo and this you Doku.
Hold on, let me close my doors so my wife don't scream at me.
You know what? Maybe I should keep quiet before mine don't scream at me. Early on in the game, family, we have I think a free kick here as Doku was going at Mr. Maguire out wide. There's a stoppage in play. I think there was a free kick cancel.
Yeah. It was Doku took down Casemiro.
Okay, yeah, Doku. All right, so free kick to United. Kusanov getting behind. Hey, Kusanov bodying up Mr. Cameroon. What do they eat in Cameroon, Junior? I know in some part in Ghana it's Bamako. Bamako is a big part. In Nigeria it's fufu. What's the food, the main popular food coming out of Cameroon? Because it seems like whatever it is, Mbomo needs to eat a little bit more.
Is it okra stew?
Is it okra stew? Well, he needs to eat some more okra stew and Atkins with a bad touch. Ball out for a throw.
Yo, that look can't tear him hamstring, man.
But all right, so keys to the game for you. Well, are the significance of the game. And by the way, big up to all the subscribers. Big up to all the new subscribers. Welcome to BCN Sports. Watch along of English Premier League. We'll have watch along of African Cup of Nations third place game later on this morning at 10:55 a.m. As ball into the box. Into Man City's box here, Kostanov with a clearance, and it could have gone anywhere. Hey, big up Tigel. Tigel say, "Yeah, so nice." I'm with you this morning against Babylon. No call, no named. I hope Babylon don't mash up a Saturday morning, you know.
Boy, Maguire, score the goal.
And somehow Maguire hit the ball off a post. Was it too difficult to get on top of the header? Very good play. Chacha, you have to score that. You have to score that. You have to score that. Maguire missed a golden opportunity there to give Michael Carrick and Babylon a start.
What do you mean by Babylon?
And Manchester United. Sorry.
Now what you talking to youth?
And Manchester United a start. But very good start here from United. And again, Junior, you talk about Cunha missing, but it seems like United does have a new manager bounce.
We see this for City against Nottingham Forest. It's no different. Come on, man.
But Man City can't even play the ball out of the box. A second time again, the ball is given away outside.
Because they have an inexperienced back line.
Yeah. But Junior, inexperienced now to come just passing the ball. Passing the ball.
Inexperience comes with passing the ball, yes.
But speaking of inexperienced backline, we haven't been able to address I haven't been able to get your thoughts on this potential move of Mark Guehi to Man City. I want to ask Ty Gill also to chime in here on this one.
He's the best one to ask.
Ty Gill, I mean, it seems like Guehi, heavily recruited man for Liverpool is ending up over Etihad if this thing finalized. I mean, I was a bit surprised when Man City entered the chat a few weeks ago for this player. Shouldn't Guehi just wait out for Liverpool in the summer, Junior?
What you?
Again, Manchester United in. Can two players in possession there are Mbomo and Dorgo getting in each other's way. Can't get on the end of it as City comes away with its false start to this football game. Semenyo finally getting the ball. Going at Shaw. Semenyo in the box. And it's cleared out. It's a lot going on this morning. Only 5-6 minutes in the game. And woo, Man City has been under pressure. And we're not hearing anything. And a miscontrol from Man City, Doku.
But them don't get to score. You know, it's games like these where you sit down and you rue the early chances.
Yes. And so, and I also think that, you know, Man City, we talk about the significance of the game. Man City, of course, three games in the Premier League. Again, Manchester United earlier on in this game. Team effort. But you know, Manchester City has been in a slump in the Premier League. You know, relatively speaking, to their prior games where they dropped points in 3 consecutive games. So they essentially, to keep the pressure on Arsenal, they need to win this football game.
Yeah. And they hope for Man U, for a positive result for Man U in their next game.
Tigel said the 2 best teams for him is City or Liverpool or Pool. With the way he plays, like, all right, see there, Tati Brown may not have no problem with the move. Glad for him. Junior as in Guehi. Tigel says Liverpool. Definitely. See, that's a mature fan right there. That's a mature football fan.
That's a concession.
Liverpool itch and make the man gone. Konate replacement needed ASAP. He was perfect. That simple.
But Mbomo, hey, take off the fat, brother. Come out for the field, Mbomo.
Why are you calling Mbomo fat, Junior?
I'm fat. Come out for the field.
I mean, do you really expect him to get to that ball?
Yes.
The man just flew all the way from Morocco. Probably had to sleep on plane.
The man make Donnarumma look like a cat.
That man just flew all the way from Morocco, had to sleep on plane. Probably had to talk to Samuel Eto'o before he left. And then you talk about all these things about the man fat. Come on.
Samuel Eto'o have bigger fish to fry right now, you know. in the tune of 20,000.
As it pertains to Man City, is kind of trying to get a foothold in this game. Trying to get those white players involved.
And to be fair to Man City, you know, one of the chances they gave away is self-inflicted.
Yes.
And the first chance they gave away was just a good corner. But after that, I think they are trying to get used to this man, because Man City is a team that what the hell kind of corner was that?
Some simple mistakes. We saw the passing out from the back, and also the
Yeah, but apart from those two though, right? Man City might look disoriented right now because they don't know what to expect from Man U. It's not like they have tape at a Michael Carrick Manchester United team. So this little disorientation that we're looking at right now is them trying to calibrate and trying to figure out how Manchester United is going to run at them. This is why it was very important for Man U to score early. Because if Man City is able to figure out Man United, then the quality would show. Which is what we're seeing right now. Now you're seeing Man City moving the ball at pace, getting the ball going from side to side, and now they're establishing possession. So it normally takes 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes or so to get the game going, and then quality will take over.
Tiger said Mboma a good baller. The problem is the overall team. Mboma holds the ball well. Man United need Lineker-S striker or Inzaghi to do the finishing.
Yeah, but which is why Mboma should have been playing. You know that should be a red card for Dallo.
Let's see.
Come off of the field.
Oh.
Come off of the field. Thank God, I'm ready for a red card.
Oh, that's a dangerous play there, Dallo. Maybe just give a yellow card. I mean, it's not intentional.
Oh, give a red card.
Yellow card. Give him a yellow card. It's a dangerous play. I mean, maybe Doku is gonna probably have to hold a sub.
Oh, but they're him all right. I want Dallo get a red card. I want Dallo get a 10-game suspension.
Red card won't give you a 10-game suspension, Junior.
I want it to be flagrant. I want Dallo for laugh. But I want Dallo out of the side with that.
Junior, you're going to have to live with Dallo going forward. Mazraoui will be back next week.
I need Mazraoui back in on the side right now.
But for Man City, you have some players who have to come to the party. Phil Foden haven't really played well off late in those games. Pep still believe in him. Ryan Cherokee is on the bench. Reinders is also on the bench. So kind of surprised with the Cherokee not starting, especially in this game.
But when I see him Cherokee with Pep says sometimes we make him cry, sometimes we make him laugh,
Yeah. Because Antoine Semenyo he's been quite impactful in 2 games, but he's also been playing a lot of minutes. Watch out. Yeah.
What am I doing?
Watch out.
What the hell is Ahmad doing?
0-0 in the game so far. I think Alfred Casemiro fell down, Junior.
Yeah, he slipped.
I think Casemiro fell down. Man United versus Man City. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel.
Let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go. Dallo, you're such a klutz. You're such a damn idiot, man.
Alright, Junior, he
God.
was leaning forward and he wanted the ball a little bit earlier and then he should have hold him line, yes.
Just hold your line.
Michael Carrick, Manchester United looking good here in the first 15 minutes. We see Sir Jim Ratcliffe along with Omar Bereda, Manchester United leadership in attendance. Full house. Full house.
Manchester derbies traditionally has not gone the way you expected to. And if you go back to the old days,
yes,
when Man U was flying high, Man City always gave them trouble with a lesser team,
Yeah, but and like you always said, derby games are not something that you kind of... Phil Foden, or Silva, come on.
Bernardo Silva, that was a beautiful ball, though.
Beautiful ball from Semenyo. Bernardo Silva.
Wow.
Must test the goalkeeper, that's all.
Idiot Dallo. Idiot Dallo.
Yeah,
Like,
bad defending from Dallo. You can't, and it's also relaxed defending.
Right. You can't bet Bernardo Silva just waltz right in front of you like that. The smallest man on the field.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Mazraoui to come back.
You know, if Morocco wins the AFCON, there will be celebration on a parade, so he won't be back immediately.
Nah.
He won't be back immediately.
Do the parade on Zoom.
This is
up on the big screen.
We have a throw in here for Manchester United, deep in Man City's half.
And here goes Dallas, one purpose on the field, long throw.
English Premier League action. Make sure to smash the like button. Remember to tell a friend, share the content. English Premier League watch along BCN Sports Network. Ty Gill said 2 biggest signings this season, Guehi and Semenyo, Jaja. But both went to City. You know the thing about it, I personally, Junior can let me know your thoughts on this. As man, Dorku.
Oh, is that not a foul?
like
Watch out! Mirrored cup.
What happened there, sir?
Yo! Hey, Butcher what? Am I club a cloud food?
Yeah, what happened right there, sir? I mean,
I was in the replay. Whatever, I was a phone. Oh, Rico Lewis?
I think so. I think it's Rico Lewis.
So how is this not a foul on Dargo?
Well, he didn't call a foul. He just a player.
Oh, it was Rodri.
Oh yeah, man, I clean out Rodri.
I
Sure.
don't think that was if that's a yellow card, then Dallas should be a red.
Richie says, "Let's go United" from an Arsenal fan. the whole Gunners nation supporting Man United,
week,
of course, right now.
And then next week, the Arsenal fans are going to treat the United team like a sacrificial lamb.
Yeah. No. So the two transfers, Semenyo and Guehi, well, Guehi's not finalized. So we always say it's not done till you see a player with jersey in hand.
Right.
And so to speak. But if they get Guehi over the line, and Semenyo, I mean, to me that sounds like Man City are just like all in. We're going gun blazing. Pep, you have a deep squad. Come on, watch out, idiot ball. But your thoughts on those two transfers? As that was a bad pass to Dallo, from Dallo to Amad Diallo.
I don't think that would signify that they're going all in.
Okay.
The reason why is this. Look at Man City starting 11 today. They definitely needed a centre back. So it's just good business. Now, the Semenyo deal, you can't argue they have enough wingers, right? But Semenyo is a player that is available because of the what you call it, the release clause.
Release clause, yeah.
And the way that he was playing this year, it's just a player that you cannot pass up if you have the capacity to bring him in. So that to me, the Semenyo was a surplus transfer, but the Guehi one was a common sense transfer. Because they needed a centre back. That's why I don't think it's if they were going to go all in, they would bring in another midfielder that could spell Rodri. They would bring in a right back that they need, right? Because I think they need a wing back. Look what Ake is playing left back.
Yeah, so they have
all in.
So remember they signed the Algerian youth Ainur from Wolves. And he's actually on the bench now. He's on the bench, he's back from Africa. No, Maguire.
I am mean Slaven.
Hey,
boy.
You know what? Michael Carrick is bringing all Manchester United back, Junior.
Pep looking like, oh crap.
Yeah, he looks a bit concerned, but you know, I think once Man United score, and they will score based on what we've seen so far, then he start get a bit worrisome. And again with the offside, Diallo. Tigel say yes, but what about Semenyo's quality, Junior Pringle?
What about he's better. He's easily the best winger on Man City right now, right? However, if you were to say what Man City needs to go over the top, Semenyo wouldn't be it. And that's why that's why that's why I categorize him as a surplus. And here's the Ivory Coast Abad. Typical Ivory. A good ball, Latino. A good ball. A good.
But yes, that must be a goal, yacht. Good save, Donnarumma. Pass the ball for then. What kind of idiot pass that you push wide? Alright, Doku. Dollar for company. Fernandez back to help.
You know what's the definition of all in? A definition of all in is Arsenal going out and getting Eze this year. And look at Eze. Eze that played any football.
Yeah, but and Arsenal was saving him for later. Mikel Arteta is saving him for later. Actually, I think there were some reports that Arsenal also was, entered the chat regarding Guehi and wanted to and tried to convince him to wait till summer because ultimately they didn't want him to go to City. I think from a City perspective, they understand the Guehi transfer as a need because he have some injuries. But you signed Kozanov, you signed Victor Reyes, last transfer window. You still have John Stones, who's out injured now. You still have Ruben Diaz. Guardiola is out injured also. So when all these players get back, maybe this is last year for John Stones, definitely. You definitely have a surplus in centre back. Dorgo. But also the great transfer for me is not just the fact that you signed a centre back. You signed probably the best potential centre back that's available. That's in the English landscape. That's familiar with the league. I mean, you signed the captain of Crystal Palace, an England starting centre back. I mean, a man who has led.
Years old.
Eh?
At 25 years old.
At 25 years old. And you signed him for $26 million. And Crystal Palace had to do the deal because at the end of the day, you either get him now, let him go for something now, or you let him go for free in the summer.
Yo, Ty Gill says Semenyo signing seal the title for City. Which title?
Well, I mean, I don't want to salt up Man City, but I think that, to me, I somewhat agree with him. Not seal, but it indicates to me more that
it makes them more competitive.
Man City is going to go all in because the right wing position, Peppers often use Bernardo Silva right wing in a lot of these games. And he has played Ryan Cherokee. Doku do a lot of foolishness on the left wing, and case in point, foolishness. So now you have a player who can play both right and left and who's highly impactful. Your most impactful transfer of the summer, attacking wise, is on the bench, and it's Ryan Cherokee.
Yeah. So, let me add something. I agree with what you just said. Let me add, as there's a corner kick to Man City. Let me add something to what you just said is let me see what happened for the corner first. Man City is crap at corners. But the other thing that Semenyo brings is what Foden brought the last time Man City won the title. Remember, Foden was that X factor, that addition. We all know Haaland is their goal scorer, right? But
Yes.
Foden was a player that could turn up and give you a run of games where you're scoring 4, 5, 6 goals
Yes.
in
Yes.
3 games. Man City don't have that this year, and
Yeah.
this is what Semenyo brings. Semenyo brings the legit possibility of a goal scoring threat, a consistent goal scoring threat beside Erling Haaland. So this is where I say it makes the title race more interesting because there were games where Man City draw this year that if they had a Semenyo, they would have found a way to win.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the title race, Arsenal is in the ascendancy. Arsenal is the best team in England, but Arsenal now has another reason why they cannot take their foot off the gas.
Yeah, you can't take your foot off it, yeah. When you say best team in England, it's because they lead the Premier League.
No, no, they're the best team in England. They're the best. Come on,
Well, that's
don't do that.
debatable still.
Don't do that, Benton. Don't do that.
But I get
Arsenal
aside
is
the best team until them win trophy, brethren. This is my metric of best team. Win a trophy.
so
you're currently
Liverpool is still.
You're currently
so
the
Liverpool is
team
still
winning,
the best
leading
team.
the table.
So
Don't mean you
Liverpool
win
is
the
best
trophy
team in
yet.
England? Is Liverpool the best team in England?
They're not leading the table.
So who is the best team in England right now?
Best team in England. I guess the team that's leading the table would, by and large, will get the best team in England.
So nothing wrong with what we said. Arsenal is the best team in England.
I think the best team is the high mark. I would probably just say them a lead the table and keep it moving. The best team
You know
is
what
like,
it is?
yo. When I say
know
best
what it
team,
is?
I expect you
know-
can walk on the field and beat anybody any given day.
That is the problem. And that is what
That is my characterization of the best team.
right. And that is the aura that Arteta needs to acquire at Arsenal. That is the only thing that's missing at Arsenal because last year when Liverpool was riding high under Slot, when Slot never win anything yet, we all agreed unanimously Liverpool was the best team in England because that team knows the role and Slot looked the part. I would argue that Arteta at no point this year has looked like what Arne Slot looked like last year. Remember we tell you so Arne Slot was like an arsehole last year. Arteta don't have that arsehole factor to him.
But does he have it though? Ball in the box. Hey, Header.
That's a handball, you know.
Yeah, man.
That's
Good
a
ball.
handball.
Good ball.
That is a handball, ref.
Well, VAR, have a look. So,
It almost feel like Man City is waiting for VAR to call the hot call. What the hell is that?
Tiger said Liverpool is the current champion. Arsenal is not the best yet. May I agree with Benton. The league is wide open. I mean, and we understand it's subjective, you know, at the end of the day. But if I give you best team, I want to see you win a trophy. That's not a handball, Jordan. The man hand right beside the man. You have to win a trophy, Bridget. Win something.
Yeah?
They're leading the Premier League and thus they're on top. No, we can't say why that.
I think we're all waiting. All of us are waiting for that Arsenal collapse. But I won't lie to you. I am waiting for it. I am thinking until proven otherwise, I'm expecting an Arsenal collapse. So it's unfortunate. And the Gunners fans, if the Gunners fans are honest with themselves, they are expecting an Arsenal collapse too. Right now, it's just a matter of can they give themselves enough fodder?
Ball you.
Take it on, Ahmad. Take it on, Ahmad. Take him on, Ahmad. Take him on, Ahmad.
Good
You take
run.
it, boy.
Good, alright, good recover. Doku. Semenyo with a miscontrol. Alright, it's regarding the Arsenal thing, and I don't want to salt up Arsenal. And the comment regarding expectation to fault. You know, alright, them say history, you have to use history for guide, you right? And use the evidence. But if this Arsenal team cannot win a Premier League as currently constructed, then which one will? I mean, you went out and got Eberiche Eze. You defensively, you're still the best, if the top 2 best defense in the Premier League.
They got Madueke too. Remember Madueke too?
Yeah, and you went out and so I don't expect if this Arsenal team falters, then this is a huge problem. I think I probably maybe debate with an Arsenal fan whether they have the best squad in the Premier League, but I think pound for pound, they probably do, in a lot of aspects.
Without a doubt. They're the most
they
balanced
probably
team.
do. So now the question you ask, I've always said is surrounding Zubermendi in that midfield. Can the longevity of the league, the hardness of the league. When March roll around, how does Zubermendi holds up in a very more high tempo, aggressive league? Because this is his first season in the Premier League, right? And he's playing a critical role for them. But Arsenal has gotten the players they want. And of course, I mean, if you get the players you want, then you should go forth and win the Premier League. Non-apologetically. Because you have impact players. High impact players.
You have enough. You have more than enough.
Yeah. And Man City does, and so you highlight bad ball. You scored the goal now. Scored. Okay, and Brian Mbeumo lazy coming back from who am I argue with?
Bruno is a damn idiot.
Okay, but he wasn't offside though. What kind of call that?
Bruno no good.
What kind of call that, Junior? He wasn't offside.
Bruno is no good.
Wait, how was that call offside? Am I seeing? Is my eyes bothering me? Was Mbeumo offside?
It doesn't matter. Bruno never gave him a good ball.
Watch out.
It's Ahmad offside. Score the goal, Ahmad. Score the goal,
It was
Ahmad.
Ahmad offside. Ahmad definitely offside, but Bruno. Yeah, the linesman, but based on the last call, linesman look shaky.
Yeah, and this is going to be close, Benton. Can tell you that right now. This is going
linesman
to be
look
close.
shaky.
This is going to be close,
He's not
Benton.
offside.
That is not offside.
He's not offside. Nathan can play him on.
Well done, Ahmad, to finish it. Look at where the referee was. The referee wasn't even in line with Ahmad a while ago. The referee was more in line with the 18-yard box.
the AR. And
The
Makal.
AR.
Okay, where them get this linesman from? That's not offside, brother. I'll go with that. Alright. This should be 1-0 for Man United. As VAR is having a look. And we've always said that this Pep team, Rastafari is offside to clot.
It's offside, yeah.
Well. Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright, sorry, Mr. Linesman. Sorry. My apologies.
It looked tight. It looked tighter than it was, though.
But we saw Ruben had success with this Man United formation against the same Man City team, right?
The Ruben thing, we will never know what would have happened. I like Ruben, and they gave him a rally. Big up Marco. Marco said Arsenal have the best squad, pitch to bench. No excuse this season. I agree.
I get to Ruben no raw day, about raw day.
No, he got.
In fact, we don't discuss the manager who there. One there.
Right. Thank you. So
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
Formation.
Your thoughts on the
Ruben.
Let me hear what you say about Roddy.
Formation. You asked about the man formation.
So, but Carrick now copy information. Carrick now has two at the
No.
base, right? In
Yeah,
midfield.
this is more Ten Hag, Ole style football.
And I mean, with Mbomo and Diallo going forward and out wide. Yo, so why Cunha not starting at this game?
Thank you. That's the same question I'm asking.
Because are you telling me that...
Dorgu, who is a left back, is a better left winger than Cunha.
Alright, so is Cunha, are you...
Stupidness.
Okay, maybe I'll try to understand this. It would seems like you want your high impact players on the field.
Yeah, but you see, we talk after this, Carter, because I have an opinion
Yeah.
that the Liverpool man named Marco and Ty, I go say a stupidness me attack. You're gonna laugh at what I'm about to say.
Alright, good save, Man United.
You're going to laugh at what I'm about to say. Cunha and Sesko should be starting this game. Manchester best 11 have Cunha and Sesko in it. Manchester best 11, in my opinion, doesn't have Bruno Fernandes in it.
So Cunha in the Bruno Fernandes role.
Cunha should be playing where Bruno Fernandes is. I think Mbomo should be playing where Dorgu is, and Sesko should be the striker.
Okay.
I think Dorgu should be playing left back. And that's my opinion. And Bruno has been, during this period of time, has been the best player for Manchester United. But that, as if you're a Bruno fan, you should feel good, as City now probing. If you're a Bruno fan, you should feel good, but as a Manchester United fan, if Bruno is the best player, you don't have a good side.
So, alright. I like Bruno in this team, and especially because of the best player sentiment that you just said. He's a bit annoying in his play sometimes, and this is just speaking from a non-Manchester United fan. I don't really care about this side, but for a player to be the best in a team that's been so in flux, right? The stability at Manchester United. I think Bruno has had how many managers since he's been there? 3?
Fine, and that's the popular argument.
And his productivity has been very good for this team. Now, is he a captain? No, I don't think he's a captain, but I think he's a player with the right manager can provide something. I would start Cunha and Bruno, but how to squeeze both of them? The Sesko stuff. All right, so Sesko did well and he scored some goals while Mbomo was away. I'm concerned about Sesko's reaction in these big games. He scored some goals against both sides, right? In the FA Cup. But if you think that Sesko is the future of your team, and you invested in him that way, then I think you want to start him in this game.
He's young. We have to remember that he's young.
Yes, he's young, and he has to grow into this. Yes.
Yeah, good shot by Semenyo.
So and so the concern for me, if you start at Sesko and Cunha and Bruno Fernandes, if I've seen at moments when Sesko play with those players, and they're very demanding players of him. And we can talk, say, yeah, there's an alpha male personality sometimes, especially, I think, with Cunha. If Sesko does foolishness, Cunha's disdain, and, I think it affects him. It affects him, his body language, and I'm going to wild him up and say, Fussy, score the goal. Whereas Bruno Fernandes is probably trying to be a bit more managing because, again, he's a young striker. So maybe I'm reading too much into it.
So I don't want to pivot the conversation. I just going to poke fun at you. Your argument for Bruno is about how he makes another player feel.
Well, that's part
And
of his responsibility as a leader and a captain of the team, right?
oh no, part of your responsibility as a leader and a captain is to get the best out of everybody. And you
Ah,
give
go on,
Bruno a
youth!
chance.
Go on, youth! Bruno Fernandes scored right on cue, Junior. Well, another offside again. Let's see about this one. But again, this Man City's line is working or it's living dangerously. Let's see again. Oh yeah, this I want to even clear offside. Yeah, you don't even have to go have VR.
So this is the thing.
Yeah.
This is a simple argument. It's a simple. I want a simple answer from you.
Yes.
Manchester United bought 2 10s in the summer. Right?
And give me those 2 10s again. So Cunha and who else?
Cunha and then Bomo.
Okay.
Ruben Amorim plays a system with 2 10s. Bruno all his life at Manchester United played as a 10. Why wasn't Bruno deployed as a 10 in Ruben's system? Why wasn't he one of the top 2 10s in the team? It's a simple question. It's a simple question.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know he's a 10 baller. I don't think he's a 10 baller, but
what is Ruben? What is
Ruben's role in
no? What's Bruno's best position?
Bruno's best position.
We see him try play as a holding midfielder is rubbish.
All right,
We see
so
him try play box to box.
Bruno could
Rubbish.
play beside a sensible, effective holding. You know, could be box to box
Casemiro
and
there
tackle.
with him and they have failed together.
Who they play with him?
Casemiro.
But not that old
doesn't
done
get any
gun
more sensible than
Casemiro
that,
when he
Benja.
was
No.
out of form. This is a better Casemiro now.
Benta, you're trying to find you want me to tell you what
Good
Bruno
good
is?
player, Mino.
You want me to tell you what Bruno is? Like Bruno would never do what he does to Mino do. And to me, what Bruno is he's not even Paqueta. He's not even Paqueta at West Ham. I would more say Bruno is like Cunha at Wolves.
I say
What's the boy done?
Tigel say he's not a better 10, but he's a 10 at Manchester United. And maybe that
But that sums it up. Another question now is this: if Bruno wasn't the captain, would he be playing right now? The answer is no. Menu would be preferred over Bruno, and then you would have had Cunha playing in the 10. It's just because he's a captain why he's playing. It's an unpopular opinion, but trust me, it's the same thing with Maguire towards the end of Maguire's captaincy. When everybody used to hate Maguire, and as soon as Ole stripped Maguire, was it Ole? Ole stripped Maguire the captaincy, Maguire game gone. Remember, Maguire used to play every game, you know. And it's the same thing with Bruno right now.
Tigel say Mboma is a 10 baller.
He is. He's being wasted deployed as a striker right now.
First
You know,
half,
from
approaching the end of the first half, a minute remaining. Plus added time.
From Man City's perspective, you know, Man City is playing right into Man U's hand, right?
Yeah,
it feel like this whole game, Man City want to attack down the left wing. Why you don't have Semenyo running at Shaw? We have not seen Semenyo pick up the ball on the right wing and look at Doku sizing up Mbeumo. We have not seen Semenyo sizing up anybody consistently. And I promise you Pepper are customer for that.
One thing Man United has been effective in getting the help back, you know, to those wide to nullify those wide areas, you know.
Yeah.
The help has whether it's Patrick Dorgu or whether it's Mbomo or Diallo. They have been coming back. So from a Man City's perspective, you have to move the ball quickly. And your wingers, you kick and run it down winger like a Doku. This is when you have to be able to play a ball. You know, you have to see the double before it come and then quickly move the ball off of you. This is weird now. And I see one of the issues with Man City, so this is why, you know, Semenyo is probably going to be quite beneficial for them, is that in games where Erling Haaland, because he's out of this game, he's not getting the service that he needs to score, right? Closer to the goal. Yeah. How do you get Erling in the game now?
You have to, all right. From a Man City perspective, Phil Foden looks older than Bernardo Silva. And that's a problem.
Yeah, he's not. Phil Foden's not impacting the game.
There's no impact in the game. You're not hearing from them. The only thing you see Phil Foden doing is complaining about calls.
Yeah.
You might as well give him a referee whistle.
And so this is that. Guys, he's playing that Kevin De Bruyne, that the original, the real Silva, D Silva role. And I'm gonna classify him in them class there as players, right? I mean, there's levels to this. But he's playing that role, but he's not that type of he's not on those players level. And
he has fallen off in his development. I'll word it that way.
I think that's probably better stated. But yeah, I never have the skills as them man.
No, he had the skills, but he never had his development has slowed down. You know, here's another controversial statement as one people.
We're early in the morning with controversial statements.
Here's another one. I don't want people subscribe. Hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel. He falls right into the line of Saka.
Oh Lord, here we
Theo
go.
Walcott.
Oh, you're reaching, Junior. You're reaching.
No.
You're reaching.
He's falling into the line of players that burst early and just don't develop, as we reach halftime, and just don't develop anymore.
You're reaching, Junior.
I'm not reaching. I am not reaching. You cannot tell me that Phil Foden is where he is now, and you are not surprised if you think about Phil Foden 3-4 years ago.
All right.
You cannot tell me you're not surprised of his development.
All right, yeah. So Phil Foden, and he's an halftime family, 0-0 at the half. Remember to smash the like button. Remember to subscribe to the channel BCN Sports. Watch along of the Manchester Derby. All right. I am Banter and he's Junior. Big up to all those on the live. Smash the like button and subscribe. Phil Foden, you know, I think so this is a very important year for Phil Foden in this Man City team. And context, I think, is very important here. The productivity that we saw from Phil Foden over the years was in the shadows or in support in with ballers around him. And one big baller is Kevin De Bruyne, right? So he was mentored to kind of take up the mantle now when Kevin De Bruyne left, right? So Kevin De Bruyne is out. Kevin De Bruyne got mentored by another general. And so he then mentored Phil Foden or guided Phil Foden. So for Pep and Man City's title hopes, a lot of this thing now rests on can Phil Foden come to the party. But I think Pep probably saw some concerns last year, and you know, so this is why he went out and got a Ryan Cherokee and a Reinders, you know, to be able to kind of supplement when Phil Foden start. The problem is that with Reinders, as creative as he is, and as Ryan Cherokee is a baller, they are struggling on the defensive side of things. You know, Reinders definitely is not willing to do all the heavy lifting and all the work. Defensively, Foden will come all the way back and help. So from a Foden standpoint, I will wait till the end of the season to make a broad statement that he has fallen off, because this is the first year that he is now trusted into this responsibility of taking up the replacement role of said, okay, this is my side in that creative position. Because Kevin De Bruyne is gone. Granted, he didn't play a lot last year. Bernardo Silva is taking more of a defensive role and trying to help recover. Based on what I saw so far, it's a tough ask. I don't know if Phil Foden really have the upside. What I'm calling that sports, like maybe he has already reached his max. His plateau.
All right. True.
Maybe Phil Foden has plateaued. I think that's probably the best.
No, another controversial statement.
Tiger said yes, Foden a fall in the Walcott parallel. A piece of excitement at the start and then braps.
Can remember with Walcott, remember it was two players that Sven took up, Two young players was Walcott and Aaron Lennon. And Aaron Lennon quickly got around Walcott. Walcott was just playing at the bigger team at the time. But the thing with Foden is this, and this is a problem us fans have. We as fans look at footballers like it's a wide open potential. What I mean by that is you can have a young player and you can say, yo, this young player is at level 5 right now. And he can easily get to level 10. Let's say Mbappe is level 10. And a young player is showing level 5 at 17. And you think to yourself and say, damn, if he get to level 6 by next year, and he can quickly jump 2 levels once he reaches maturity age, blah, 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 right? We keep to think that everybody have unlimited potential. When people are potential is capped off before they even start the task. There's no, I can do it if I want to. Nobody can get up and say, I can be an Olympic sprinter if I want to. I can be a world-class this if I want. It doesn't work like that. You have to be predisposed for that, right? And Foden, while showing that if he was predisposed for world-class status, he could easily attain it. But he just wasn't. And it might not be fair, but if I was Foden and Foden's representative, and if I wanted to see if he can achieve world-class status, go to another team. Leave Man City. Now, you can't leave Man City and go Arsenal. You couldn't leave Man City and go Man U or Chelsea or wherever. You'll have to go abroad, kind of like what Steve McManaman did. You know, McManaman did it later in his career. You have to. He needs a change of scenery. He really does, because I don't think there's any much better for him right now at Man City. Now, when a new coach come in, system change, requirements change, that give you now an opportunity to blossom into other areas. That might be what Foden need.
All right. I hear you. I think and I agree somewhat, but I will probably take a little bit a different approach. You know, young ballers are players no matter what league, what competition, what blah 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 you're in, what role, what job you're in. You once trusted into those responsibilities that you have been trained to do, whether you're a scientist or engineer, you get higher. You get mentored into or get taught how to do the job. Then at some point you're going to be left up to do the job. How you do the job then determines will you continue in that role. And now Phil Foden has been mentored to take over from Kevin De Bruyne. This is his first year in that role. 20 games so far, whatever, in the Premier League. I wouldn't make a pass say that it's no to move on from him. I would say Phil Foden, in that role, there's a lot of tape on him. And he now as a player have to adapt and elevate his game. Because now that you are the man, then defenses play you differently. There's no other general around you, as in Kevin De Bruyne, to pull off player off you. So now you know, when you pick up you see the game, move the ball quickly and move it effectively to help your team. At the end of the season, I think Man City then need to make those assessments. Is Foden somebody that we believe that can take the next step? Because it's one thing about predisposition or skills or trait is how players then, the generals, the ballers, the successful ones in their respective fields, they adapt and they elevate themselves. When after then, what them call it, you said tape, when there's enough tape on you. Phil Foden now has a lot of tape on him. It's up to Phil Foden, along with the guidance of Pep Guardiola, now elevate his game. And
so, I hear you. Questions were asked of Phil Foden when the generals were around him.
mm-hmm.
Right? Remember that,
Mm-hmm.
There were questions being asked about Foden's ability when the generals were around him.
Yes.
Why do we think he's going to do better when the generals are gone?
Yeah.
George,
And
just
he may
because
not.
The other year?
He may not. He may not. But we still can't just toss him out. You can't just discard him. So when you have invested heavily in his development and he has shown promise. So now you put him in the line of fire and said, how does he navigate this situation? And then he said, all right, it's not the baller that we want it to be. And then we move on. And he has done well sometimes, but you need him to deliver in these big games.
So do you think Man City just don't want to have another Cole Palmer on their hands?
They don't. They absolutely don't. And that's why they got rid of Cole Palmer. They don't.
Right.
They got rid of Cole Palmer. And I trust Pep. I mean, the man no ballers. So he saw something in Phil Foden that lets him believe that Phil Foden can rise to the level. Now, will he rise to the level?
Yeah, but you see that goes back to the argument that I had, which is a coach can see the talent in it. You have the talent.
Yes.
But do you have the mental drive?
Yes.
Do you have? We saw with Kevin De Bruyne, what he'll be remembered for me, what I will remember Kevin De Bruyne for, was after that Manchester derby when he come up to the microphone and said, "We took 10 minutes to prepare for this team."
Yeah.
Phil Foden hasn't shown that level of kahunas at no time in his career. He has shown the smugness. He has been smugged. He has been a little piece of crap, but he hasn't been that professional killer that Kevin De Bruyne developed into. And maybe it is too much to ask, because Kevin De Bruyne, you know what? I think looking at it from the other perspective, it is not fair to look at Phil Foden and say, you are expected to be the next generation now. Because I can argue that Kevin De Bruyne is a generational Premier League talent. Not a world football talent, but a generational, once-a-generation Premier League baller. Kevin De Bruyne don't retire today and then tomorrow, here's the next Kevin De Bruyne. No. You're looking for that next Kevin De Bruyne. You hope that next Kevin De Bruyne born. But he's not Yaya Toure was also a generational baller. David Beckham, generational baller. Thierry Henry is a generational footballer, world footballer. But you get what I'm saying? Like, maybe it's a little bit too hard or harsh to look at Phil Foden and think that Man City going bingo twice in a row. Nah, too much.
I mean, and talent scout business and assessing personalities and talent and certain traits. You know the traits that you require in a role. Now remember, I used to call Kevin De Bruyne a soft soap baller. And Kevin De Bruyne elevated himself to reach me. Now granted, I am not a coach. I am not one of Man City. But I always used to thought when Kevin De Bruyne early days at Man City, he struggled to really kind of impact the game. Especially big. He was very good with that one signature right foot cross, right? He could pick a pass from anywhere right foot. But in and out the game, you don't really see him. And maybe that is something that Foden needs to develop. You need to develop this idea that, look, I may not be involved in the game, but I can pull this pass to Erling Haaland immediately, and Haaland can score a goal. And so But there's different parts to the success. And I think for Foden, it's just he's playing in that crowded area right around the striker. Keep the ball moving. He does have a good left foot on him. He's a player that we have seen play on the right side and love to cut in sometimes on his left and score from that. So it's that evolution of the player. Now, how does the player then transfer that, make the next step? And it's going to be interesting to see. It's really going to be interesting to see.
So you know what thing that just dawned on me? When we talk about footballers and footballers maturing, when I sit down when I listen to your time, I say, you know what? You did used to call Kevin De Bruyne a soft soap.
Yeah, man. Soft soap baller. And you know why I used to call him that? I can explain why I used to call him that.
Yeah.
So Kevin De Bruyne at Wolfsburg, you saw the growth. Of course, very well discussed, talked about player. Also at Chelsea, right? And blah, blah, blah. Young player coming through the ranks. Wolfsburg did a player. But when he was at Man City earlier on in his Man City career, I thought Kevin De Bruyne wasn't as impactful at early stages in his Man City career. And simple mistakes. Passes were nonchalant and short. Like, I would see Kevin De Bruyne and make a 5-yard pass or a 10-yard pass without any sort of pressure, and the ball short. And the man have to run back to come to the ball. Yo, pass the ball in front of me. And then Pep Guardiola will say, Bridget, where the BBC pass the ball behind the man? And it's not like Kevin De Bruyne don't have those skill sets. It was that Kevin De Bruyne was kind of nonchalant in it sometimes. The game that put me over the edge for Kevin De Bruyne there was a game against Spurs when it was a physical ball game. It was a physical ball game. And it was back and forth. It was Pochettino Spurs. And I think Dele Alli stepped in his ankle. Dele Alli, that step in his ankle, nasty injury. Him go up on the sideline, wrap himself up, and come back, come down the ball game afterwards. And he scored a goal where he used the Spurs defender and placed the ball through the legs of the defender and placed it around Hugo Lloris. He's kind of used the defender as a shadow and just nonchalantly just knock the ball around. And I'm saying, yo, Kevin De Bruyne is now a general. That was the thing that made him transition to the next level for me. And as Man City is making a sub at the half, they have seen enough at the left back position.
Yep.
2 subs, Phil Foden.
So that's exactly what I spoke about at the half. Pep is listening to me.
Pep is like, yo, brother, I don't have no time for this foolishness right now. Second half, and getting ready to start. Foden is off. Foden is off. Cherokee's on. We'll update in a second. And
Pep is listening to me. Pep have heard me.
Who else is off?
And is Ake?
Nathan Ake, or did Aleni and Nico Raleigh go?
Oh yeah, Ake's still on. Ake
still
probably
on.
take off.
Because you want to keep. Yeah, you took off Aleni. Because you want to keep Ake, though he's slow, you want to keep his experience in the back line.
Yeah.
Shot youth! Goal! Come on. Side.
Yo, you know, said this loss for Man U going to hurt.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt, you know.
You have to, yeah, I mean, again, more chances again.
This is going to hurt.
All right, so let's see how this Ryan Cherokee youth impact the game now. If he does.
You know it's boom or bust. So you know a result is going to happen in this game with Cherokee.
All right, you see where he put Cherokee now? Right in that 10 slot, right behind Haaland.
Yep.
So then, brother, if we know it's a Cherokee, all right, we can sit down here and say Cherokee's a better baller, right? Than Foden. Is that fair assessment?
Yeah.
All right, so then why you not start Cherokee from the jump?
Because you're trying to get the question is this: why you don't start Cherokee over Bernardo Silva?
No, I'm not starting Cherokee over Bernardo Silva.
But you need Foden is younger.
I am absolutely not starting. Yeah, he's younger, but the thing is this. Bernardo Silva go work hard on both sides of the ball.
So
Foden now give me that.
That accents my point that it's over for Foden.
You know, Foden is still in development.
So you have Marmoush, Rangers,
Yeah.
and Cherokee, who is no better than Foden.
Marmush soon go on the road, brother. Him game gone. Speaking of Marmoush, is he back from the AFCON? Is he on the bench? No, no, Egypt are played today.
Yeah.
Yeah, Egypt are played today. Yes. All right, so we have Nick O'Reilly on. All right, and this is another thing now. All right, so you take off. We have a free kick for United. You take off Aleni and you add on Riley, who's a midfielder by trade, but he's been playing left back and playing it very well for you. But you have your summer transfer left back in Ainur that you have on the bench. So you're telling me that you feel more comfortable with the deputized left back than the man who you transfer to play left back.
Well, that because you transfer in, you're ready right away. Not everybody is Semenyo.
Okay. Dalo play like Aki Seed, according to.
For real. For real.
Ty Gill says that makes sense. Agree with Junior. Marmoush play like how him name so. And that's another player, right? Marmoush joined Man City in a difficult Cherokee. In a difficult situation and lit up the team, right? He was the star of probably last year when he joined in that January window. But then this season he's been kind of out on an island, Junior.
Yeah, because once you come out to a new team and you have Pep Guardiola's team and Ray, you have a hype to you. And then as soon as you take a breath, then reality set in.
And one of the big questions around, for me with Man City is, all right, and is when Erling Haaland is not scoring, who's going to give it that other look, right? And you mentioned earlier Semenyo is one of the top scorers in the Premier League. I think I read somewhere that either have the top 3 of the top 5 or top 10 goal scorers in the Premier League. No.
But yet they keep going down the left hand side.
But
which it defies logic.
Yeah.
Get the ball to Semenyo, see it, make him run that shot.
So so with that, I think Marmoush probably still Marmoush has a role to play because he gives a defense a different look when he returns. It's just like that Julian Alvarez kid. I mean, he did give Man City a different look.
No, but he's an upgrade to Bernardo Silva.
Again, Junior, them now gonna let go Bernardo Silva. I mean, he still needs Bernardo Silva on the field.
Yeah, and that's why Man City is limited.
Until somebody shows Pep that they can give you what Bernardo Silva gives them and plus some.
Agree. Boy, Ake lucky.
Yeah.
Do something, Dargo.
Remember to smash like button BCN Sports watch along of Manchester Derby. Dallo sends it wide to Amad Diallo. Diallo back to Dallo. Dallo to Mbomo. Okay, cross. I don't know what Amad Diallo was doing there.
Rotted cup. Wait, Adalo kick with the ball. Ahmad kick with the ball.
I'm trying to see. I have to see the reply, the replay because I don't know. I can't because it's like him a clear the ball.
Yeah, the referee is a fussy. It's a clear foul.
Nah, man, Patrick Norco, get up. You just fling down your play. I'm tired of these little ballers, brother. You know, stop throwing yourself a ground, brethren.
Well, that's true.
And maybe when I elephant in the room here, Rico Lewis not doing anything on this right side for Man City. Rico Lewis is another baller where Man City probably need to move on to Chelsea.
Look how easy Semedo run by three. I just Casemiro. I see it.
Casemiro lock the door though. But a man, Bruno Fernandes give the ball right back to him. And then Bruno Fernandes roll up his hand and tackle back.
Fool the ball about. Tell the Bruno bug. I watch Abad. Watch Ivory Coast Abad. Jeez, team. That's the most Ivory Coast player we've seen in a while. I watch it too. Adalo give the ball.
Ball youth!
Watch
Good
Adalo.
save! Absolute good save from the butcher.
Adalo give the ball, right?
I
yes.
don't know if it's Dallo because I don't see how
Adalo
yes
give
it's
the
Dallo.
ball, man. Damn idiot. Yo.
Alright, but could Mano have gotten the ball there, Junior?
No. It's a bad pass by Dallo.
Corner kick to City. Again, Junior, back to the kind of main point is that Man City in a title race drew the last 3 Premier League games, 6 points behind Arsenal. Pep Guardiola visibly upset the last game they drew. I think that was against Sunderland. He said, I don't remember who was the opponent. He said, look, the bottom line is that your job is to score goals. And we're creating so many chances and we're not score goals. Junior, I mean, they can't draw another game.
They can't, they shouldn't, but as a Manchester United
even
fan,
worse, lose it.
I'll be okay with a draw.
Even worse, lose it.
That is true.
And they could be down by a couple goals already, or maybe at least one goal.
They should have been down.
Should have been down. And with that being said, what do you see here with Man City and this difficulty that they're going through?
That's what a derby game is.
But remember, they lose 3 games coming into this drew 3 games coming into this derby game, you know.
Yeah, but the draws will happen, right? But I'm looking at them. You try to talk from a macro set. I'm looking at it as a subset of games, just individual games. This game alone is a difficult game, regardless of what form Man City is in.
Yes.
If Man U show up and be up for it, the fans, the aura, the fixture won't let Man City run away with the game. So
Tigil said City a big side. This is their B+ team versus Man U. Is this their B+ team?
I wouldn't say is there B+ mentality though.
Who
think
would elevate this team to the centre backs? Yeah.
But the reason why you see Man U flying into tackles and doing all of this thing is because they are the lesser team, you know. So they are the ones where you see that I've tried for lay down the marker. I think Man City is just waiting for their chance. I think Man City.
Offside. He's offside.
Yeah, but control the ball better, man.
The ball. All right.
Who him a cuss off? Who
ball,
should he be cussing off? Control the ball.
All right. So another thing we need to kind of assess also. Dallo, you've highlighted Dallo's play so far, but he hasn't really been. He hasn't been vulnerable because Doku has not taken him to the cleaners. Ahmad, shot goal youth, good save, goal youth. Oh, underscore that. How you not score that? I mean, I want a big puss in a goal. Very good save by Donnarumma. Twice, actually. Very good save by Donnarumma.
Yo, but Manchester United chatter blew up.
It will tell the
Yeah,
Manchester
Mr.
United people have to come over BCN Sports watch along.
That would be a bad one, the Marcus, man. A beer clot, the man, the Marcus.
So, I mean, I'm seeing enough in this game that Manchester United can win this game. And from a Man City's perspective, that's very concerning.
And this is a team that is, well, they were second at one point.
So
Watch Dallo again with trippiness. Let's pass the ball to Ahmad, the man.
So and again for the listeners who just jump on the live, I mean, Man United started very fast in the first half. Maguire hit the post from point blank range, from point blank, pretty much with a corner kick, right? Should have scored that one. And no Ahmad. So I mean, United gotten multiple chances, should be ahead in this ball game.
And I agree. You know what is? I give it to Semenyo. Give it to Semenyo, Cherky. You see, this is why Pep cuts off Cherky. That is why Pep cuts off Cherky.
So in dribble pass,
Right,
watch this man just picture over himself. He dribbled past Semenyo and then backheel the ball.
I know what from a Manchester United perspective, the reason why Man City goal score?
You mean wait, what kind of goal score?
Okay, ESPN they're ahead of the game. But the thing about Man U is the thing about Man U is they're not overextending themselves.
Yeah.
Sometimes you watch some game and a team like the Merseyside Derby, where Everton always show up and be up for the game and play hard. But you say they might extend themselves just a matter of time before Liverpool catch them napping, right?
Yeah.
You don't get that vibe in this game.
Yeah.
I don't get. You know what this game feel like to me? This game feel like the first game of the season when Man U played against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Remember that 0-0 game?
Yes, that's it. Yes.
There's the same kind of vibe to the game right now.
Yes. And we've always, wonder about. All right, not a noticeable thing from Man City. The shots them out from outside. And this is why it's good to have Rodri back in this team, because he's, shown on numerous occasions that he can score from outside the box. This Man City team, during the 3 games where they drop points, the 3 draw games, appear pass ball around the 18. Side to side, this, that. You very much, you don't have anyone who can really, with regularity and accuracy, take 0 shots on goal and test the goalkeeper. And they need that.
Yep.
Ball needs to move quickly, but Haaland can't hold on to it. Casemiro putting a bit of pressure on the Viking.
But me know with a bad pass.
Yep. He's quick. Maguire, and alright, look how Maguire just blew around Doku as a young man. Now Pep probably will lose 2 strands a year right there, so we should have already. 61st minute in the ball game. Can go either way, but Manchester United definitely looking like the more dangerous team going forward.
Yeah, but then Casemiro can't play 90 minutes, right? So can Ugarte come on and do the same thing that Casemiro does?
What's going on this in our box, Junior? Remember, Man United have Cunha to come on too,
Bruno, get up, Bruno. Get up, Bruno. There's no penalty to get. Just get up.
Arsenal fans, don't worry yourself. You're not sitting pretty. Don't worry yourself. You're sitting pretty. Man United do good ball, youth. Why cussing off with these shoulder barges?
Yo.
Butcher at them. Wait, you tell me that the Viking can't deal with one look a shot, brother?
You know the butcher heard from Nicky Butt. What Nicky
Goal,
Butt?
youth! I'm not score that! Again!
That's a world class save, Benton.
Yeah, I mean...
That's a world class save.
Good save, but at the end of the day, you can't keep missing your chances. Football games are about scoring chances.
That was a world class save. Yo.
And Mbomo has that in his locker with that left foot. Let me see it again.
World class. That's a world class save. That's a world
Yes, moving
class
to his
save.
right. Good save. Donnarumma keeping Man City in this ball game. Arsenal fans, chill the champion. A full new year. And the reason why I say this is because real title contenders not struggle with Bugside.
We'll see next week.
We have Maguire down. But a key issue I think for Man City is the inability to get their spear, their striker, the goal dog, the man who will score a bag of goals for them in those important goal scoring positions. I haven't seen Erling Haaland touch the ball where he wanted to score goals. And yo, go deal with them blood pan knee thing that we don't need. Yo, my youth. No man blood rub next and next man, brother. Free kick to Man City.
Jeremy Levy said that's not a world class save, it's an easy save.
Alright, Jeremy. Alright, Bruno, what you have? You have Ahmad outright.
Wait.
Alright, go on, you!
It's a goal,
Goal.
Go on, you!
And it was coming. Goal Manchester United, 1-0.
Hold him, Chugi!
1-0. Goal, Brian Mbombo with a goal. Have to score that. Big up. Old Trafford lit up. Fans through the roof.
Hold him, Chugi!
And the most important thing, football fans are equally not the most important. The most important thing is the goal, but equally as important is that this came from a Man City attacking play, a Man City's free kick. Ball chipped into the box from Ryan Cherokee, and Man United was after the races. Very good ball from Bruno Fernandes with another assist for Manchester United. Brian Mboma with the goal. Arsenal fans, celebrate. Celebrate, Arsenal fans. And we need to respond to Pep Guardiola drinking water. We need to see that. Pep Guardiola, you're a big coach. You're not supposed to lose game to soft soap Michael Carrick, who got sacked from Middlesbrough, brother. You're a big coach, man. Come on.
Hold them, Shubi.
Well, look at that fan. There's a fan there with a Man City, Man United scarf. I'm going to celebrate either side.
Look at that bugger.
Alright, now where does Manchester City go from here? I mean, at the end of the day.
Well, game not over yet.
But Junior, again, Man City should be down by 2-3 goals in this game.
Well, let's get the second one.
Maguire hit pass, hit bar. I'm yet to see two serious goal scoring chances for Man City. Maybe one where the goalkeeper got next to the goal and the Lamens kept it out. But other than that it hasn't been anything going forward for them. Dogu out left, down do nothing. Semenyo is not seeing enough of the ball, and when he does see it, he's getting closed down. So I think pound for pound, Manchester United look like Man City only club yet to gain points from a losing position in Premier League this season. Well, they have to do again, Dallo. This should be 2. This should be 2. Him kick it wide to the box cover. Hey. Man City all at sea round there. Maybe probably would have been tight. I think Nick O'Reilly.
Cross the ball.
Yeah, push it down the line and push the ball across the goal. There was a man in the middle there waiting to tap the ball in. Yo, take off Rico Lewis half-high ball game. Where right back I do? Alright, here comes Rico Lewis. Alright, but we'll see what I do. The right back responsibility is supposed to be able to pull off the attackers off the winger. Give you an overlap. Give you something. Rico Lewis hasn't done anything, and Pep Guardiola look very worried in this game.
Who Liverpool play against? Well, Liverpool lose somebody who can done the weekend in a fourth.
Ball out right to Semenyo. And again, Semenyo getting double team, and you have the ball being played back. You have to kind of give him the ball closer to goal so he can drive at this thing. Ryan Cherokee picking it up, coming deeper. Here comes Doku with it out left. Driving at Ahmad, going around Ahmad, and he's fouled.
Well, right now, it no matter how the game done now, I am happy for the rest of it. I was worried I was going to be pissed off all weekend. But I have to deal with Uno, I have to deal with the chat, I have to deal with Donald, I have to deal with the Liverpool. I was worried.
I mean, Manchester United have played very well in this game. Very, very well.
Very well.
Very well. And at the end of the day, all right. And also equally important, Pep Guardiola made 2 subs at halftime. 2 subs. And the tide hasn't turned. So
yeah, inefficient.
Has a ball in the box and headed out by Dallo. Corner kick to Manchester City.
Right in. Maguire just dropped like a roast breadfruit.
Yeah, ref call a foul. Well, they call a foul for the other side. I mean, we're seeing the replay. Maguire headed out the ball. And Bomo, man, just walk around. Was it Ryan Cherokee? How you're at the... Alright, so Ryan Cherokee took the free kick, Regin. And he was probably the first tackle on that counter attack. And the level of tackling from Ryan Cherokee was like there was no serious commitment to this tackle. Alright, so Cunha is on and Mbomo is off after scoring 78 minutes. Pep Guardiola now needs to go to his bench. He probably needs to get Reinders on the field. Because again, you have nothing going forward.
So put on Cunha. Well done, Cunha. Run back, Cunha. Hey, watch your boy Semenyo. Well done, Fridge.
Pass the ball, Semenyo. You should have passed the ball out wide to Cherokee.
I don't want to give the ball.
All right, Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis is across. All right, Silva. Take a shot, youth. Doku out wide. Dallo is quickly over there to close it down. Cunha with it. Casemiro. Yo, I mean, Man City looks just all over the place. And I guess, I mean, maybe I have Pep Guardiola in high regard. Sometimes too high of a regard. Sometimes I see some display from his teams. And I'm wondering like, yo, you're a big coach, you're a big squad, you lose to idiot side.
Yeah, but you put too much expectation. The coach can only do so much.
Well, they might get the celebration and the praises when they might excel.
Yeah.
In fact, some of them say my greatest coach of this era and blah blah blah. Now me can hear the Natty now shouting, he only buys trophies. The physicality of Lucho, Lisandro Martinez and Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland struggling to get a foot in this ball game.
And it's not the first time we've seen it. We've seen it before. Now, Nicky Butt and Paul Scholes have a podcast, and Butt it's he expects the Viking to just pick up Butcher and push him out the way. And maybe that has something to do with, you know, these players, they hear everything.
Yeah, them hear
so maybe that has something to do with the way he's playing now. And it's not the first time Leacher has been challenged on his size.
Yeah.
So I think Man City, we're going to search for reasons, and this is the reason why. And you know, sometimes they just get beat, yeah, brother.
Yeah, and I mean, we can't say it's unexpected because ultimately they have dropped points in the last 3 games.
Right.
So when you're in a patch where you draw a game, you slip and then you lose the next one. Even though they did win in the EFL Cup, they draw the last 3 EPL games. So they did win in the EFL Cup semi-final 2-0. And
it would be very important for Man U to hold on, though. Very important. They have to hold on. Because this can all go to naught, and Man City can score soon and tie the game.
well, they better get going. Again, you know, Man City don't have much purchase out wide area. Not getting a lot of attacks on these wide areas. And this is supposed to be a key part of what they want to do. And when the ball go, all right, look here. Rico Lewis turn over the ball and I grab up the man. I must yellow card this.
Rico Lewis have got the man like him is 50 years old.
Yeah, but I think this is a thing. Rico Lewis not supposed to be on the field, brother. Take off Rico Lewis. What was Rico Lewis doing right there, sir?
I don't know. Jesus Christ!
Almost.
But that thing with Bruno, man, it geared this, and then just geared this right afterwards.
Almost. The ball lift it over the top. Pep Guardiola rub him here. Come on, you need a sub. You need another sub, Pep. Take off Rico Lewis off of the field.
Well done, Cunha.
Ball out wide to Ahmad.
Give the man back the ball now, Ahmad. Cut him. Chop him up. Ball.
Go, get in there, you goal! Do that. Yeah, man. And wait. Did Durku just get ahead of Rico Lewis again? Did Durku just get ahead of Rico Lewis?
I wanted to be yay.
2-0 Manchester United. Old Trafford in full voice. Arsenal fans, celebrate. Celebrate. Let's see the replay of the goal. Rodri is shaking his head. Say, yo, what kind of idiot side this? Pep Guardiola and drink no water and just rub him nose. And I spit up by people in place. But Pep Guardiola had the foolishness. Why is Rico Lewis on the field? Why is Rico Lewis in a right back position, brother? Him can't manage this ball game. The ball game are too big for him. Alright, look at Rico Lewis with Dorku. Look at Rico Lewis with Dorku. And he might be outside, you know. No, he's not. Nah. Look at Rico Lewis. Watch a replay with Rico Lewis and Dorku. Look at.
It's almost like you saw that mistake by Rico Lewis coming.
Yo! Rico Lewis and the centre back. The two of them round there, I watch, I wait for somebody else to same thing. And Dirkul just sitting there, just waiting, you know. Him just stand right behind him, say, waiting, you know. Waiting for when the ball cross. Waiting for when the ball cross. And then we are going to eat him food. Sir Alex Ferguson, Manchester United, all in full voice. You can't talk to Junior and the Manchester United faithful right now. Man City all at sea. Very impressive performance by Man United.
Let me get ready there.
So why is Reinders not on the field?
What wasn't he hurt?
Was he hurt so he's on the bench?
I think remember him get a rotted tackle. Was it the last game or was it the EFL Cup?
Very good display. Boy, Tiger, you're quiet now that Man United I beat up the City B plus side. Tiger, your thoughts on the game? What I hear your assessment as Pep Guardiola prepares 2 subs.
I'll come on quiet too.
Come on. All right. Look where Doku come get the ball a while ago. In a center circle. You're a left winger. How you over here so I get ball right here, so?
Yo, the fussy Heraldo. Yo, Heraldo type in the Facebook chat. One Man United.
Yo, yeah, man. I mean, absolutely dominant performance by Manchester United.
Yo, the Arsenal people are roll out.
Of course. And here comes Manchester United again. Bruno.
Hey.
Semenyo takes it off him. Cherokee. Ball youth. Doku doing foolishness with it. Rodri trying to settle Man City. And Casemiro fouls him. Free kick. 79th minute of play.
Hey.
Tiger, we want to hear your thoughts on the game.
As soon as sun go down, watch shot forward. I always believed in.
Oh yeah, I've always believed in Manchester United. We had 3 subs coming on for Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola over there. Reinders is one of them. Doku come off the field. Silva coming off of the field. And where Erling Haaland come off the field. Yo, hold on. Oh, oi.
The fans are waving by.
Fans say come off the field, brother. And look at Erling Haaland's expression, Junior, when he left. Mukasa on for Erling Haaland. Look at his expression like, okay. He has his expression like, this is strange.
I'm just glad we're not playing Man City again.
Nah, man, I think we are giving Man City probably too much ratings. They are all vulnerable. They have weakness. All these teams have weaknesses. But Man City, Casemiro's get coming up. We can acknowledge that Man City has defensive injuries, but we can recognize that prior to these defensive injuries, Man City was vulnerable on the counter-attack. We saw Wolves, the worst team in the Premier League, put them on a serious pressure and miss golden opportunities when they were full strength. So this is the type of landscape that this team plays. I mean, it's very high risk, high reward sort of ball game, and with the right team, they can be had, and they're being had today.
Yeah. And yes, you call it earlier the new manager bounce, I guess.
Eat food, brethren. Eat food. Eat food. Yeah, Man City fans them can't leave. What them still there do? Why are the Man City fans still at the game? Pep Guardiola, I don't know what he will say after this. I put some of this blame on him. Rico Lewis is still on the field at right back. I think. And I don't want to kill the youth, but at the end of the day, there are levels to this. Rico Lewis is a midfielder that came to Man City's academy. And so Pep Guardiola oftentimes has told him to go into midfield. And now he's playing him at right back. And sometimes he play him at right back, he push him in the midfield. Well, he cannot manage this position. You know, Pep Guardiola will say, well, Matheus Nunes has managed it well. Well, there are levels to this. They're missing Matheus Nunes, but there are levels to this. And it took Matheus Nunes a while to really adapt and play well in that right back position.
Yeah, it is, and that's why it begs the question now when we talked earlier about is Man City going all in? I mean, surely another team's second great right back is better than what City has going out there right now. Dallo would be better for City right now.
Yeah, so then the question, why didn't you just go get a right back, a proper right back? What we've asked so many times this well, not this season, last year too. Right?
Yeah.
We asked the same question because we say, all right, we cloned Kyle Walker while he was there, right? But one thing he did and he did effectively for them was the ability to run back, especially on these breakaways. These counter-attack for the other team. His ability to recover speed. And that's, hey. So.
But the thing is, I feel what this goes to as well is we have to be careful as fans what you wish for. Because Kyle Walker, you brought up Kyle Walker. If it's one thing about Kyle Walker that every Man City fans can look back now and say is he was consistent. You knew what you were going to get out of Kyle Walker. Good ball here.
Good ball, youth. Well, I guess there is no Erling Haaland there.
Right.
Mukasa is not reading.
But Kyle Walker, you knew what you were going to get from him. Game in, game out. Yeah. Might not be the best. You might have wished that it could be more. However, you knew the level of football you were going to get from him. In a roundabout way, the same way as with Dallo, you know.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I mean, go, yeah. Boy, Tiger, quiet.
I want to get a fried dumpling.
You got to fry some flour. Rico Lewis beaten by Cunha. Kosanov quickly over to help. Cunha says, yo, he's off of me, boy. Tech beaten. And Matheus Cunha finding a way around 3 Man City players. Rodri is there to help. I think I have one of these post-match press conferences. Rodri will say, Brethren, I am not a savior, you know. I am only one man.
Bruno, you never foul him, Bruno. You never have to foul him, Bruno. Jesus, please.
All right, so now another thing. All right, what Pep just do? Pep, and say, I'm a Pep fan, but I'm not. I'm above calling and identifying things that I think are problematic. I know is on the field as your transferred left back from Wolves. You sign him. He was at Wolves left back. Nick O'Reilly, who has been playing left back, is still at left back, but Nick O'Reilly is a midfielder. So now you put your signed left back up at left wing. So you are telling me, say your wingers so flop, your left winger so flop in Jeremy Doku that you say, Bridget, I'd rather put the left back for going to play a left wing and make a midfielder play a left back.
He just throwing more people in attack though.
Yeah, but if you look where Nick O'Reilly is, all right, Nick O'Reilly move in to help in the midfield because, of course, you have Ryan Cherry can money and give nothing else. Ball out wide. Mukusa.
Butcher.
Reinders.
Hey. Butcher said, welcome to the game, youth.
Yeah.
Oh, take up, boy.
And I know we're on the left winger, Bridget. What he pass spin around? Shot! Why a man shot and injured him foot? Rico Lewis. Shot and almost pull up. Michael Carrick showing Pep Guardiola how it's done. 2-0 Manchester United over Man City.
Do it next week and we talk.
You can't lose to Bugside. Arsenal fans, celebrate. A full trophy this. Man United upcoming Premier League fixture. Arsenal next week, Fulham, and then Tottenham. And again, we want to emphasize something. It's that Man City drew the last 3 Premier League games coming into this thing. So you needed these 3 points. And most importantly, you don't get nothing. You're not getting a single thing.
Yep.
And also, it's the manner in which you're getting beaten, because, again, I don't see Man City with any golden opportunities. I think one maybe. But Man City totally got outplayed here by Manchester United.
Yep.
Manchester United could have won this game by 4-0.
Yep. Hey, it's a Pep out here. Let's see what Pep do a while ago.
What I'm saying?
When Cherky have the ball, miscontrol, the ball a go out, but instead of running down the ball, Cherky stop, and 3 Manchester United players run around him and get the ball and Pep the sets up. Bruno, get him on the ball, Bruno! Get dark, Bruno!
Arsenal fans celebrate. Nick O'Reilly driving forward. I know her to his left. Dallo is there to show him inside. I know her cuts inside. Cherokee with these flip over things that piss Guardiola off. Guardiola said, I watched Messi all these years play ball and I never see him doing these flip over, chip over things when it's not needed. Come on.
Yo, Maguire wet people, you know.
Yo, but look man, Semenyo. Semenyo, I try. And we have a player down there.
Play hard, ref. Play hard.
Go around him, youth! Go around him! Go around him, he can't run with you! I'm going, you know! Oh! He have a post! Yo, he can't run with you! Nathan Atke can't run with you, Amadala! I think Nathan Atke probably said to himself, say, Jesus, my bad knee. My knee can't keep up, brother. And I want the people who are new, welcome to BCN Sports Watch Along. I am not a Manchester United fan. I'm a football fan. And at the end of the day, Junior is a Man United fan. I can celebrate and appreciate what Man United has done today. And we can recognize that Pep Guardiola and Man City got totally beaten. Big up to Manchester United. Should have been 6. You could have get 6, you know.
Yep.
Okay. Michael Carrick at the wheel. Yo, the game is so dominant. Bruno all a miscontrol ball. I say me no care. Me not worried. BCN Sports watch along of Afghan third place game at 10:55 a.m. Coming up here in about an hour or so, over an hour. Manchester United, we've seen the replay. Manchester United should have scored one there, another one. Amad Diallo should have gotten it. And here is Man United putting on Aiden Haven, who has been quite impressive in that centre back. And I'm not, hey, yo, them all put on Mason Mount. Michael Carrick is at the wheel. So Junior, my question is, if Michael Carrick can have Manchester United looking this good against Man City, why Ruben never did? Is it a system? Alright, the formation that Michael Carrick is playing, is it the best formation for these players? One more youth! 3 this now! Goal! First touch, Mason Mount score! 3-0. His first touch on the field. 3-0 Manchester United.
Konya with 2 assists.
Konya just said, yo, go and eat a food, youth. Go and eat a food. Manchester City under the cush. Under the cush as Manchester United dominant. Junior, talk to me.
Yeah. We see this, but we see this. Look, Manchester United has always shown them can pull this out. Can they do it against Fulham? Can they do it against Wolves? Can they do it against Everton? Those are the games. I mean, I'm happy. Look, I'm very happy, but we've seen this before. And then a new coach come in, he doesn't get backed, and then they go back to the same old, same old. We've seen it before.
Yeah, we've seen it before. But yo, this is impressive. This is absolutely impressive. This play by Manchester United. Absolutely
Counter-attacking
impressive.
football.
Casemiro jumping on
football?
Michael Carrick's back. Yeah, Junior.
It's a counter-attacking football.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell the City fans that tree that come out of the stadium.
Yeah, man, I'm sure I get 6, man. I don't know why City fans still their game, you know. They go on in the yard early in Holland. Probably need to tell themselves they need to stay humble. What, is there a check for offside here?
Yeah, but that's a goal.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think when
The pass to Cunha was tight.
what Pep Guardiola and this is why Pep Guardiola have a cut on him hand. Maybe that's the reason why him have problems at yard. Him couldn't focus. Cut on him finger. Oh, then take off a goal.
Yeah, the pass to Cunha was tight.
Wait. Yeah.
The pass
Okay.
to Cunha. The pass to Cunha. It did look tight.
Arsenal fans, come. We Arsenal fans say Richie, I would did that on the thing. Robert Richie, I would did earlier. Arsenal fans, Geraldo Ians, up. Arsenal should be looking good. Junior listening to Manchester United voice notes, up and up.
Yeah, man. Hey, the man go hard for the vice note.
Yeah, man, I'm in fair.
Oh, yo, you know what? Benton.
Yes.
This Saturday, we'll play the vice note for Germany. Listen,
No, we don't know bad with cursing around here. We don't want.
no, you'll be here.
We don't know bad with cursing around. No expletives. We have a lot of our family members, young children listening to our show. We don't have bad with cursing. An impressive display by. Yo, why are Man City fans still at the game? You know, go home in the yard. Leave.
No, they must show the players them support.
What kind of support? I boo them, forget out them clot. What kind of support, brother? Watch along later on of African Cup of Nations game, third place game, Nigeria versus Egypt, kicking off at what? 10:55. 10:55. All Manchester United in the Manchester Derby. All Manchester United. Very impressive display.
Yeah.
Reinders in the box. The man them can't even get a shot off the cloud. And Junior, alright, we talk about Ivory Coast. And to kind of, you said Ivory Coast ball as in Amad Diallo. But kind of extrapolate this over to Man City now. Is it an excessive dribbling? What do you account this in the final third? Man City unable or inability to really kind of get into get the ball to Haaland in attacking position when he was on the game.
I look. I'm not in, as it's over 2-0. I'm not in a position to criticize Pep. And Pep has won so many trophies playing this system and playing this way. But he has always struggled against teams that play a low block And the statement every year, regardless of the coach, I always came on for the last 8 years. We've been doing ball chat. I've always came on this show and I've always said 2 words when it come on to Man U versus Man City. Speed kills. I always used to say that. But never say it to them because I never expected what happened today to happen. I never expected it. I knew it was possible, but I never expected it. Speed kills. And speed has always killed Pep. We've seen speed kill them with Bayern. With it was my 2 boys that they name on the French youth and the Netherlands youth. But you know what I'm talking about. The 2 wingers them.
Well, me no know what you're talking about. Me get you.
No, but you know what I'm talking about. Ian Robin and
Frank Ribery. Yeah.
And we saw them tear, I think it was Barcelona at the time. Tear Barcelona to show.
All right, Bregin.
No, it's the same thing. It's the
Why
same
you have to
thing.
bring Barcelona and a Man City mess?
Because it goes that far back, the problems that Pep Guardiola has always had. So, Man U fans now, we're sitting down there, you hear, Man U is back, and this is all Ruben had to do, and blase, code and a horse fat and move on, right? But Man City has always struggled scoring against a low block. And then when you add to that low block, that Man U have speed on the wings and technical ability, they are going to give Man City problem.
Why
Same
Pep
thing
never
with Tottenham. We saw Tottenham do that against them in the Champions League. So is that uncommon?
Why Pep never go closer to the fans them and applaud? Yeah.
Watch Donald now. Guardiola has done so many sackable things.
I agree.
Don't do Bridget cleared.
I agree.
Look at Sir Alex Ferguson smiling from ear to ear. Yo, the Arsenal fans them just from women that talk to clear.
I mean, it's good that Arsenal fans now are big fans of Manchester United. There's Tigel, big win. Tigel, your assessment of the game. I know say they gonna fry your dumpling, but your thoughts on the game overall. And what does it mean for both of these 2 teams? Big up to those on the live. Smash the like button. We soon jump off. Gonna rest the voice a little bit. AFCON 3rd place game, 10:55 a.m. But Junior, you said Donald said Pep has done so many sackable things.
Yep.
Yeah. And I agree with Donald. I mean, I think at the end of the day, Pep's, you look at someone's achievement in totality, and he has achieved significant amount of things, right? In the space. And so, but not because I want to achieve. I am someone who's considered successful in my professional career, but I am not above criticism or reapproach, right? And same thing with Pep Guardiola. I mean, I make his money, but I don't think no man, no woman, it doesn't matter how high you go, is above learning and recognizing some of the issues. And Junior, you link it all the way back to Barcelona days, that he has always and consistently struggled against speed on the counter, and it killed him today. It killed him again today, and I think we talked about this at the beginning of the game, and Phil Foden. I don't want to put this at the feet of Phil Foden, but when you start a player like Phil Foden and you sub him at halftime, that tells me that tactically, some of the experts always say when you make a sub at halftime, you are telling yourself that tactically you did not make the right decisions. You agree with that, Junior?
No,
because that also tell me that, sorry to point in, if Pep has the Jose Mourinho mindset, he probably would have subbed Phil Foden at 30 minutes. Because we know that Jose Mourinho not ramp with people.
It could be a tactical thing. It could also be the player just not up for the game thing.
Yeah,
I
Tiger
don't
Hills
know
him a
which one
fried
it is.
dumpling for real.
Did I tell you one?
Yeah, man, you fried some. Yeah, man. Tiger Hills said to sum it up in short, this game was played at Fergie home. Today is an Old Trafford Fortress day. They pressed from start at home, as in Manchester United.
So you know,
Big up,
this is the
Ty. Big up yourself.
no. This is the thing now, because you have to ask this question: why doesn't a new coach come in? Because if you remember, this new coach bunks theory normally happen more for old Manchester United coaches, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the question I have to ask now is, we've seen so many coaches come in and become conservative. So many coaches come in and seemingly buy into the rhetoric that the players are not good enough, right? And to protect themselves, they deploy them in a conservative manner. While a former Manchester United player come in and say, no, we are attacking, we are expansive, blah, 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 blah. And they become attacking and expansive.
Yeah.
Maybe that is the difference. Maybe there is something to this Manchester United DNA argument. I don't necessarily believe in it. However, the data does support it.
Mm-hmm.
That you go out there and you play. Now, your onus is now on the players, because the difference between, I'm only talking Manchester United now, we're not talking big sides. The difference between Manchester United of yesterday and Manchester United of today is the Manchester United of yesterday played every game like they did today. The Manchester United of today only played this game the way they did, and then they fall asleep for the next 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where the difference now is the mentality in the players. And you bring in a coach, and a coach come in and say, well, you guys are not the team of last year or of yesteryear. So let's fit the players within a system that is best suited for you. No, maybe requiring them to play at this high level. Once you have a bench that is deep enough now, so like Cunha is sitting down on the bench wearing number 10, dying for play. So now you put on Mboma, you put on Ahmad, you put on Bruno. Cunha can play in any one of those 3 spots. So any one of those players that turn up and it doesn't have the high energy today, will take you off. Right? And it's the same thing for the defenders. If you look at the defenders now, Man U have, I would say, they have 6 competent centre backs. So any one of them cut up on that playing at a high pace, high energy will take you off. They have so many left backs. As much as we don't say Malacia. Malacia is still there.
Yeah, yep.
So you have so many wing backs. The problem now is that centre back, that central midfielder, which you really have, based on how they're deployed, you have enough. So maybe there's something there to this team playing the way they did and being asked to play the way they did today. And if you don't feel up to it, come off of the field. That's what, as a Manchester United fan, that is my hope. But common sense tell me we have seen this before. They will turn up today, turn up next week against Arsenal, and then wet the bed against Fulham.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll see.
I think that's I couldn't sum it up any better. This is part and parcel of the culture. I would add, this is gonna be the important assessment of Michael Carrick. How do you go from what next? Where do you go from here now? The Fergie Tiger highlight that this game was played as Fergie would have done it. But most importantly, I think to amplify that statement is the fact that you said that the consistency, the high level performance week in and week out. Now Michael Carrick has to make sure that he maintains this with this group. This group, no matter who you roll out next week or the week after or the week after the week after, the same level of aggression, the same level of intensity you need to see consistently. And if you don't see it, then you say, yo brother, do road. I don't want you a part of this group if you're not into that. I think we'll see that. Watch along for the Arsenal Manchester United game next week.
Well, go church.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, we understand. I'll be here. Don't worry. You know. Big up to those on the live. What else? Man City. You know, Man City is Man City. You highlighted the Pep Guardiola issues. They have long been there, but at the end of the day, man, a big coach by now. Man, figure out these things, and we could have tell we are keyboard coaches, and I think we started this watch along highlighting some of the questions and concerns we had with the Man City team. We also said that we felt that Manchester United had a legit chance. At least I came in and said, yo, at least the new manager bounced. But at the end of the day, this level of intensity was on full display. Proper beating. I saw your beat side.
Yep.
Saw your beat side. Big up to those on the live. Smash the like button. Tigers says City was outplayed in terms of slightly gelling team versus some youth with Pepper Bill. Yeah, we'll see. Yo, ain't that enough time for go over. We had one more statement from Ty. Says, agree with your assessment, agree with both. Big up yourself. Afghan at 10:55 a.m. family. 10:55. Big up to those on the live. Junior, have a wonderful rest of your weekend, brother. Celebrate your Manchester United victory. Big up to the Jeremy, the two Jeremy, 1 and 2. I don't know which one I play 1 and 2 over there. But big up to all the Manchester United fans. Big up on yourself. Enjoying the Saturday, man. Enjoying the week. Manchester City side. And going back to the drawing board. Look more family. Junior, enjoy.